Europeans and Americans regard him as a rigid demand for the kitchen. The average person eats 90 kilograms a year. The Chinese use it as a spare tire. Why can't canned food be eaten in Chinese families? Italians must dig 2 spoonfuls of canned tomatoes when cooking noodles. American camping. Trunk full of canned tuna. Even the Japanese have to serve it with giornato for breakfast. Especially in 2020. A U.S. supermarket has launched a doomsday canned gift package. Priced at 8,500 yuan. It contains 230 cans of food. And 30 barrels of food. There are also some fruit and vegetable staple food sets. It has still attracted a large number of consumers. But look at the Chinese family. Most cans are only available during the new year. Show your face in the pile of holiday gifts. Entering the Westward Journey family. You will see that every house has such a can opener. But the Chinese talk about can openers. I've almost never seen the commander. And why did canned food become a kitchen just in the United States? American canned food during World War II is a typical example. From Pacific Islands to battlefields in Europe. Transportation and storage of fresh food became a huge problem. Canned food is resistant to storage, easy to carry and can quickly replenish energy. Became a life-saving food for the U.S. military. These cans played an important role on the battlefield. It has also slowly entered the daily life of people around the world. Americans are definitely the most loyal fans. Why do you say that? First of all, American frontier history. It planted the gene for rigid demand in cans. American life is fast-paced these days. It fits perfectly with the convenience of canning. Camping picnic. Road trips are a common form of leisure, and canned food doesn't need to be refrigerated. You can eat it when you open it. Even daily home. Americans also like to use cans to save time. Scrambled eggs with canned tomatoes in the morning. Cook soup with canned beans at night. No need to deal with ingredients. You can cook a meal in 10 minutes, particularly in line with the American concept of life. Look at China. But canned food has not always been rejected in China. Back in the 1980s and 1990s, due to the lack of domestic materials, can eat a can of canned fruit. Or canned luncheon meat. It's definitely something to show off. As domestic materials become more and more abundant, the halo of the can has long since faded. China is actually a global leader, one of the largest canned food producers. In 2024, China's total output of canned food will exceed 13 million tons. Exports of more than 5 million tons. Exports amounted to $7 billion. Exported to more than 180 countries and regions around the world. China's domestic canned consumption in 2024 is about 8 million tons. China's domestic canned food sales have been tepid. That seems like a pretty good number. Most of the sales are concentrated in the catering industry. From the perspective of per capita consumption, the average annual consumption of canned food in China is about 1 kilogram. The average annual consumption of Americans exceeds 9 to 10 kilograms. Europeans also have about 50 kilograms. The disparity is obvious. It also starts with the Chinese obsession with freshness. In Chinese food cognition, the fresher the ingredients, the richer the nutrients, and the buy now do now model. It has long been a daily routine for Chinese families. In order to extend the shelf life of canned food, most of them have been sterilized by high temperature. In the process, some nutrients will be lost, not to mention, the taste will also be greatly reduced. Take canned fruit. Fresh fruit juicy in one bite. But canned fruit always tastes like sugary water. 2022年4月, China's annual output of fruits and vegetables reached 750 million tons. 260 million tons. The Chinese are also very sensitive to additives. As soon as I see the preservatives on the ingredient list, there will be subconscious resistance. As the primary criterion for purchasing food, I would rather spend more money on fresh ingredients. How resistant is this from the Chinese? You can see it by inhibiting the dish. However, the reason why canned food is not popular in China, there is also a positioning bias. I don't know if you've noticed. For example, in the event of a natural disaster, instant noodles will be donated in all ways. Mineral water. Canned food is labeled emergency food in China. Gift label. Very little. Some people will make it part of their daily diet. After all, canned food cannot be eaten in Chinese households. It's not because the can itself is bad. It's that he doesn't fit at all. Chinese eating habits.